How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion. Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending. Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all.
Things fall apart. The power of light. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon of Bahamut's essence. Attuning with Bahamut not only changes the magic and other things, abilities can be found. Use Bahamut's wings of light to begin casting Mega Flare, an immensely powerful spell that showers enemies with a deluge of searing light. The longer the spell is charged, the more powerful the results. Press B to cast the spell when ready. Taking damage will cancel it.
Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otter has to say.
I'm going to make sure that this is a new episode as soon as I can. Yeah, there's my cursor. Yep, it is. Since I've had so many problems with this game. Still surprised that we got Bahamut next. And then Shiva, then Odin. Or it's going to be Odin, then Shiva. Okay, what's this? Flare Breath. Impulse. Satellite summons multiple light aspect familiars that attack enemies with Clive using magic. Ooh, that sounds good. And then we have Giga Flare. Let's see. Though I really want the Flare Breath that both nullifies magic and deals continuous damage. Ooh, that's so good. But this will be good. Stagger. Oh, this will do stagger well enough. Okay. There we go. And we can change that out instead of using Ramuh. No, this is Flare Breath. And this is Satellite. There we go. The only reason why I keep Garuda is because it's so useful. About the other day, I'll have you know I ain't never shed a tear in front of no one, not even my mother, and you won't soon catch me doing that like again. So if it please your lordship, we can both forget about the whole damn thing. The Cid I choose to follow all of them years ago is gone, and there ain't no dragging him back from the depths of whatever hell he's taking his way into. But his legacy, that lives on, and you and everyone else here at the Hideaway, sure as the sky is blue, at least I think it's still blue. And as long as it is, I'll be right here where you can count on me. Greetings from the Crimson Caravans. I trust you and your party good granted the Dominion without further event. Should your travels ever bring you back to the markets put you in need of additional assistance, you will find the Crimson Caravans more than happy to oblige. We might even offer a discount on our usual rates. Reports from our brothers and sisters afield are all the same. These accursed skies cast not only a pall over the land, but over the hearts of her people, hearts already heavy from the fall of the Dominion and the destruction of Storm's final mother crystal. For now the realms endures, but with each new flood do her few remaining children descend further into madness. The situation is as ever dire. Fresh wings shall find you on the new moon's turning. Until then, our watch continues. May the crystal curse be broken. Huh. Since the lightning's the only one left, I guess that makes sense that the skies are all cloudy. Because there's nothing else to balance the lightning out. Word of Twinside is that there's little left of the capital after the mad Prince Royal tantrum. But what of you and yours? Did you manage to escape before the city went tits up? I trust you did. But it still might be good to set Elle's mind at ease.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Thanks for not leaving me in the Dominion. If you hadn't come back, I might still be stuck there. I told Nan we flew back on the Phoenix, but she walloped me for telling fibs. Can you tell her it was the truth, Clive?
I'm surprised he made it all the way here. We got more marks.
Still alive, are you?
I hope you're not expecting me to explain these skies. If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say it were the end of the world.
The whole realm's in chaos.
I've had orders cancelled on me left and right, and that's from the few associates I haven't lost contact with.
As the old saying goes.
There's opportunity and adversity. The markets for sharp steel's more bullish than ever. I'll find a way to keep this place fed and watered. Don't you worry. I won't let our little family go hungry, whatever the weather.
Go on, then.
Don't see anything new. I guess this is new. Last elixir. It is the easiest elixir to produce. No, but is it the last one you'll ever need? Upon automatically restores all HP fills. You wanna know what? I'll buy that.
Better I'll be here.
Just because it's red.
Trouble with your gear, or fretting about us guys?
Won't help me get my work done. So I'm going to keep to my forge and leave saving the world to those better suited to the task.
Unless that is.
They fancy giving me a hand shooing the birds.
So, what'll it be?
Bright burn. Lightened lingered there no warmth nor smoke, but in his light did burn both flesh and bone.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
When did I get a grindstone? I'm still wondering if I'll be attacked by Gilgamesh eventually because I have the Excalibur.
It seems the hideaway is lost.
Or do I need Excalibur? Winter's Bond.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. with the darkening skies.
Fear has once again taken hold of our hearts. And though I have not the power to dispel the gloom above, I should like to believe my tales help to lighten its below.
But be that as it may,
Turning our eyes from the problems which face us will not help to solve them. A mere tale cannot lighten the burden of those who must bear the weight of the world.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Oh, I got an
rather
achievement.
fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
Gil lost Mother Crystals, the heart of the Mother Crystal, and Mantites. One of the hardest metals known in the Twins, seams of its ore has been found in the far-flung reaches of Ash, where the forces of the first Valdemark, then Waelord, often warred with the orcs who claimed the land as their own. Though the metal makes for fine arms and armor, the rarity of both its ore and craftsman first, and the particular of its forgings, ensure that retirement remains preserved of the rich and powerful. When Sithos Telamon put his plans to destroy the Mother Crystals in motion, 5 of their number towered over the Twins. 3 less than existed eons past. Okay, so there was another... wasn't just the one, there was actually one for each. Okay. The Mother Crystal of Damascus was the first to fall, followed by Drake's Horn in southern Ash, and Drake's Eye in the northern territories. Now nothing remains of them save for the scars left behind by their passing. Okay, so I don't know. Light, dark wind, or whatever.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Oh, that was the one that was supposed to be there. Ifrit Risen. The two Econs of Fire united as one. Clive and Joshua manifested this being in the skies above the Crystalline Dominion after intertwining their Econs to grant them the power they needed to quell the raging Bahamut. It has the body of Ifrit, the wings of the Phoenix, and a might that far exceeds either Econ alone. Following the destruction of Twinside, the Warden of Flame, whose strengths reside within Joshua Rosfield, 18 years after the Imperial invasion of Phoenix Gate and Joshua's presumed demise, the Phoenix spreads its wings once more, and the skies above the Crystalline Dominion, wings in which reside the flames of rebirth. See whose power dwells. A tribe known as the Motes of Light once dwelled in the northeast reaches of Storm, where the great city of Oriflame now stands, among which the dominant Bahamut would always emerge. In modern times, dominants are often born among the Subric's nobility, most likely because the tribe's bloodline still runs strong in their ranks. Oh, intercultural exchange. The continued spread of the blight. That said, a rare few have been found to possess the ability to crudely converse and at times even cooperate with humans. You got one more left. Dragons! Majestic winged beasts that are commonly considered to be one of us most ancient creatures, albeit rarely sighted in modern times. There are countless myths and legends regarding dragons, one of the most prominent being that Avlesia itself was formed when a mighty drake fell from the sky. According to the Gregorian faith, dragons were created by the goddess herself to serve as holy sentinels over her earthly dominance, and as such have long been employed by the Holy Empire of Sembric and various martial roles within and without the Imperial Legion.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Okay.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Will we ever see the sun again?
Most likely.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Saw what?
Back
back again?
Oh, we can't ask
How
her
may I
about
help
this
you
guy.
today? Of course.
Okay, is it this? Oh. No. I'm trying to remember which button it is. There we go. Don't leave us again. She stopped. He turned into sand. He looks very thin and sad. My master says he still watches over us. And Ambrosia doesn't have any Knights of Wisdom. Sever every strand of conscience that binds Mythos with his will. My Lord and Savior, rid me of these feeble-minded fools. The Iron Kingdom, the American Republic, the Kingdom of Wald, Sid's Hideaway, Alliance, Imperial Province of Rosaria, the Empire, and this mysterious medicine girl who keeps showing up.
Study it well, Clive.
Drake's Tail. Okay, so where were the other ones? Because we only know about Drake's Eye. So where was Drake's Horn and the other one? Oh, the Free Cities of Kanvar. Okay, I've been wondering who these people were. The Free Cities of Kanvar. Okay. So all that's left is the Kingdom of Weld, and they still have an alliance with the Republic. So it's going to be the two of them versus us, most likely. Unless they've managed to make one with the Iron Kingdom as well.
Very good.
I, for one, am shocked I tell you, that certain members of your very own species have earned themselves a place in this rogues gallery, Kupo. But evil is as evil does, and it is every hero's duty to vanquish it, no matter how close to home it might appear, Kupo. How goes the hunt, Kupo? As if these boggles weren't bad enough. On their own, I hear that some of them like to invite friends to the party. But never fear, Kupo. I, Nektar the Bold, shall always be with you in spirit. If you need more practical assistance, Kupo, then turn to Torgal. Okay, so we got 3. The 10 of Clubs. Merchants who ply their trades across the fields of Corva. Tells of an outlaw, 5 and 20 men, the hands fall high, and mighty of thou who preys upon unescorted travelers. They claim he lives alone in one of the abandoned villages that litter the region, but none has been brave nor foolish enough to narrow the search any further. If you who read this have either or both of these qualities, the Damalkians beg your aid. Okay. Wait a minute. 9 of Knives, the 8 of Clubs, the 10 of Clubs. Okay, so Vamir and the Quiet Sands. The Megath brothers. A lone rowing boat has been sighted making land off the coast of Port Isildur. Its occupants wearing the garb and speaking the language of Iron Kingdom Crusaders. One can only assume that they have come to take their vengeance upon Sid the Outlaw for destroying that which they held most dear. He fights against all travels to the area, lest they think to kill or capture our members in retaliation. Ruin Reawakened. Some Greek legend tells of a dread dragon who set near half the realm alight with his torrid breath. before being sealed away behind a magical mist by Gregor herself. Some sources claim, though, it has long been forgotten, with parts of the tale are true, and which are mere myth. Recent reports of a great dragon roaring reverberate around the woodland passes of the Empire are real enough. Okay, so Valmir, Quiet Sands, and then we need to go to the Empire. That is, if we can leave. We can't leave.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
I'm still trapped here.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Wulu deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Okay, that might explain why I'm not allowed to leave. We're gonna be encountering ether floods now throughout the land.
Brothers, save us.
Might be hard now there's only one.
Then we're all doomed.
You'll be fine. You know this was going to happen eventually.
The moon.
I don't remember if Bahamut might have blown that up.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will that be thunder?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Bye, Hippocampus. As soon as I'm able to leave, I'm going on those hunts.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a cashier out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means... there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Okay. What other problems we got?
Clive! I don't mean to be gloomy.
The whole world's gone to shit. Reports used to be about troop movements and chances to set bearers free. Now it's all ether floods, acoustic attacks, and plagues of bloody bandits. The curse breakers and all our other allies are doing what they can to keep their heads above water, but
They need all the help they can get.
they're counting on you, Clive. We all are.
Anything catch your eye?
Seen enough?
Okay, at least now we can leave. I'm going to here last, so let's do it in the order I read. So we're going to Dalmasca first. Tarja, you here?
I can hardly lift my arms. The curse, it's...
You just need some rest. I'll stay here with you. If you like.
Woo! Treatment diary. Today, Clive visited the infirmary to have me dress a laceration on his left forearm. I cleaned and stitched the wound and instructed him to rest the arm so that it could heal. But not an hour later, he was leaving on another mission. This must be the 100th time he's disobeyed my instructions. The next time he comes for me in treatment, I'm tying him to the bed. Are they dead yet?
The injuries suffered by both your brother and the prince were bad enough. But that wound above Joshua's heart is unlike anything I've ever seen. Were he not a dominant, I fear he would have succumbed to it long ago.
You dead? Right. We're not leaving yet. There's one more person I have to talk to. Then we can leave on to our hunts.
Clive.
It's not merely the men and women of Valencia who has been affected by the imbalance in the ether. These blackened skies have cast a pall over the creatures of the realm.
Then how could it not?
They are living beings, just as we are. Alas, their instincts drive them to flee from that which cannot be escaped, ushering them only to madness and death.
But are we any better?
We guess ourselves above such base instincts, and yet fear and bewilderment drive us to make war on our fellow man, to turn our ire at our own suffering upon those who suffer just as keenly as we do. And that is what it means to be human, Clive. I wonder if we are even worth saving at all.
I cannot claim
Not to have been shocked to learn of Twinside's destruction. Indeed, I have long known that such a fate was all but guaranteed. A piece of parchment was all that ever stood between the Dominion and Chaos, and those who signed that treaty were only going to abide by it for as long as it suited them. Emperor Sylvester's invasion saw it torn to shreds at last, and as the pieces scattered to the winds, long festering enmities came to the fore once more.
such are the wages
of greed and distrust. If those in power pay heed to their whispers, they are like to grow into a mighty storm, one which the walls of even the stoutest citadel might not withstand.
Ironic, then,
that it should be Prince Dion, the boldest, most trustworthy player in this ignorable game, who should deal the finishing blow.
How may I help you today? I have the details here.
Right, so we're off to help those three.
Study it well, Clive.
Eh? Oh.
The state of the realm is ever-changing.
Okay, so we're going down here first. Then we'll go to Martha's Rest. And then we'll finish up in here. After I get done with the final hunt. Yeah, this episode might be a bit long. considering that we're going to be doing this quest, the hunts, and I have a feeling I'll be able to explore this region. I see the spinning wheel of death. Oh, there we go. Final strings is closed. It's somehow... I know what, whatever. No, it's not the faults that we're looking for. It isn't even the Velcroy. See, how about down here, the fields? Yeah, here we go. Vamir. So we're gonna have to go south from here.
Cid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Cid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard. Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Poor bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load. Still, better a branded than one of us.
Fucking thieving bastards.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
I guess we'll find out.
Cid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight. My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
Since it...
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along. Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
But with what?
Picture it, Conrad. Your own city guard. With you as captain. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalimil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalimil is not to be trifled with.
To be fair, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my phone. I don't know what was said.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy some. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy,
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together.
I have an entire...
The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, Nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Good thing we have an entire armory here. So we'll have to keep some ability.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
This one.
Oh, two! You'll never stop me now! Have fun.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Don't worry, Joe, I got this. Oh, I got an achievement.
This one.
Are we sure the satellites work?
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Okay. I have to check satellite. Here we go. Satellite would deliver a following attack when Clive uses the following. Okay. Only when I use magic. Okay. So I can shoot them while I'm charging. Okay.
Mummy? Are the bad men going to come back? The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping them.
Okay, lady, what you got?
Are you looking for something in particular?
Might as well buy it.
An excellent choice. My thanks. Here you are. My thanks. An excellent choice. Here you are. My thanks. Here you are. My thanks. Pleasure trading with you. Thank you kindly. Pleasure trading with you.
An empty shard. Okay.
Thank you kindly. An excellent choice. Thank you for your custom.
Bye. Okay, so now I know how the satellites work. Use them before I start using Wings of Light, and then press Y.
Get him! This one.
I believe it's this way. Yeah, it is this way. Okay, so that's how it works. I just wanted to see the damage that they would do. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Let's see if there's anything in our way here. So, do we want to fight those? Or these?
Surrounded.
There he is.
Another god's-forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing come here. So empty your pockets.
The deserter turned out more. We were more similar than he knew.
I'll be right back. Pandora is open to my curtains, so it's getting hard to see. Pandora, just close those. Also, I did really bad in that last battle. There we go. My headphones got knocked into my chair, and one of them got stuck. The ear got stuck onto the lever and all that. Okay. Let's change satellite app back to Impulse then. We tried satellite. But this is probably going to be better. She was about to open the curtains a third time in a row. Let's go to Port Isildur. And let's go to the merchant and the other place. And then we'll hop over to Martha. Wrong button. They're not here. Well, we got a potion in a dream. there they are.
Behind blood darkened our shores again. But not for long.
There we go. That went a lot better.
No more vengeance. No more war.
Oh, let's go get some healing. I wonder if those tablets are working now.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Anything catch your eye? Thanks very much. There you go. Much obliged. Thanks very much. Much obliged. Thanks very much. There you go. Very well.
Oh. We've had a lot of money, and now we're back to being poor.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
I have a feeling whatever I have to fight next is after I get done with this.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
No. Not a chance. Because we're going to fight that third mark after we get done with this quest. And that one's also an S rank, and it's a dragon, so...
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
It's over.
As long as I can keep dodging, maybe I'll be able to get it off. Try to get level 3. Oh, was that it? That's probably just the first wave, though.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned,
and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, where they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Okay, then we took down the trio before they could get absorbed into the flood.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Which direction is Eastpool again? Right, now I remember that was the town that got destroyed.
Mad dogs.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
I guess if we go to Eastpool, at least we don't need to worry about bandits. The fuck is that? I wasn't there last time.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Oh no.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we?
It's over.
Getting a lot of magic dash.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Guardian's Scarf. A symbol of trust, loyalty, and undying friendship. For as long as the Firebird flame burns in our hearts, the duchy cannot die.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rosfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Wait, is he with us? Oh god, he's not with us. I was about to say, your first foray is going to be, loser. It's going to be, into something that you might not want to be in. But first things first, there's something I want to check out, because I saw...
And some of your numbers served as shields, did they?
That thing in the background. Oh, those are waterfalls. was like, the fuck is that? That's a waterfall. I'm just an idiot. I didn't see it as a waterfall. I saw it as a spire with yeah, that was the waterfall. I didn't see it as a waterfall. I saw it as like a spire with 2 or 3 levels on it. How the fuck? You wanna know what? Never mind. Let's go to Lost Wing. And see how they're holding up.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Okay, so nothing's changed. It's probably an Advent, if I were to guess where it is. Because I doubt it's in the in this area, but might as well go and check nonetheless.
You know what you have to do. That his lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing. That he means to strike at us before we can strike at him. There is no time to lose. The final stage of our plan must be put into motion.
I think you got other problems to be worrying about there. Like, for one, I'm checking to see if you have a dragon on your front lawn. Oh, what now? And go away. Green Fool. Oh, the things are actually on fire. Interesting. So we've taken care of that. It looks like nothing's moved in over there. Was the forest. And there's only one other forest. And that's the Advent. So let's go to Northreach and then go to the Advent. And if it's not there, I'll just look it up.
Isabel.
Do you see anything you like? And a fine, fine day to you.
Run like the wind.
Oh no, those are raptors. I think I see it. No, those are just two raptors glued together.
Time to fight.
It's not here. Looks like the Fallen's moved in, though. And the Raptors have left. Is that... Huh. Oh, that's I guess that's a subspecies of one. Okay. I don't think it'll be in the Crook. Maybe Heaven Hall? But I'll look it up. First, let's make the sound go all the way down. Apparently there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 S ranks. And I have completed 1, and this one is the last one. And is the highest level. think. First off, let's go and check that I'm looking at the right one. If so, then I'm wondering why the I know why 2 of them aren't haven't spawned, but there's one that I'm wondering why it hasn't. Did I ever tell you the time I flew all the way to the bottom of the domestic basin?
What did you find down there?
A deeper understanding, Kubo. From the outside, it seems so mysterious. Where does all the water go to, Kupo? Why does it never fill up? There were questions I flew to find the answers to, Kupo, but instead, I found something about myself. I can't swim. And the name of it is Ruin Reawakened. Okay. Oh, let's go fight the strongest of the S ranks. Nothing can go horrible with that. Morn Broom is the location. It's down there. Where it was blocked off before.
This one. Get him. Kill.
Oh, the last one we fought was 10 levels higher than us. Let's go fight the one that's 11 higher than us. What can go wrong?
This one.
Yep, just as it said. Let's go touch the magic doodad. Ring of the Marksman. Okay, increases will damage of magic. Okay. Oh, let's go fight this dragon now.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Sir from last obelisk. We almost had it too. Okay. It does feel odd that the potion doesn't automatically get used. Upon KO, automatically... Okay. I wonder why the potion isn't working. took us, what, 4 tries? Fallen Engram can be traded for guild. In the several thousand years since the Fallen came crashing down, most of the objects that came crashing down with them have either been hoarded or destroyed. Those few that have not are occasionally found when erosion or excavation chances to unearth them, and while their purpose is unknown, they are highly sought after by scholars bent on unlocking the secrets. And we got an amber. Dragon reminds me of Safi'jiiva. But yeah, if I didn't mess up the first time, or if I understood how the tonic worked, the elixir, I probably would have been able to do it the first round. But yeah, I thought the elixir would have automatically gone off. But no, apparently you have to have it on a shortcut. But yeah, we'll help Isabel, and then when we get back to the hideaway, I'll call it an episode. It's already over 2 hours, I know that much.
Welcome. I do like a customer who knows what he wants. An excellent choice.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side.
I saw it with my own eyes.
I guess it was a good thing that I went and grabbed that when I could.
I can't do it.
You can.
My lord, milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashyyyk, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Why do we fight? I just got done fighting a Safi'jiiva. No, I think that thing was easier than fighting a Safi'jiiva, to be honest.
The 2 soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
Ah, well, Doc takes some peg legs to him.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with them.
Okay, Philip.
I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly, and sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
My ears are itchy.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
Don't leave me, Paul. I'm sorry, darling.
That thing,
Truly,
it took...
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
I assume you have a plan?
Your pitiful legs do not help us jump over walls.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
I guess maybe when you die to the flood, you come back as the undead.
Clive, look!
I see them. With me!
You think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Why was he looking at us?
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
I wish people would stop giving us corpse powder. The magic ash, I am still convinced, is the corpses of others.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. It's not true.
Clive, the world can't be ending, can it? We were struggling before the skies went dark, but now? I can't imagine how we will bear it
I've
all.
lost so much already.
When will it be enough? It will end, won't it, Clive?
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Hugo's men are gone, and with them the fear in our hearts. Once more shall the markets echo with mirth and merriment, and it is you who we have to thank.
Here you are.
I found purpose. Since I can remember, I have served none but myself, turned my back on the world for a handful of silks and a heavy purse, but where has that left me? It is hard to keep joy in one's heart when all those around you are without. Something must change, and that change must start with me. Why are you sending this to me?
All yours.
I don't think I helped in
Best of
that
luck out
way.
there, Sid.
Okay, yeah. Let's go to the music, then we'll go to Clive's room, and then we'll call it. But yeah, the dragon was definitely an interesting fight. I think I enjoyed Atlas a bit more, but it was still an enjoyable fight.
Hideaway's lost its...
And it's taught me how the last elixir works. I was really hoping that the last elixir would activate when it was in your inventory, but it looks like you have to put it in your shortcuts. Oh, Oscar's here.
Welcome back, my lord. I only just arrived myself. No one seemed to know where I should go, so I thought I'd guard your chambers until instructed otherwise.
Well, let's read about the scarf. With this Tept dyed red for the flame of the Firebird and the blood of his fallen Rosarian brothers, does Sir Sid pledge not only his loyalty, but the loyalty of the Guardians of the Flame. Okay. The Guard and League has put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all leave to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, for one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery and your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? The Guardians are getting along with the axes fine enough, working to shore up the rest's walls, when not clearing out what few threats remain down in the reeds. Though chances are we'd still be neck-deep in Ascus, had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you've a realm to save and all, but if you ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. The flames burn bright. You have an uncanny talent of keeping up with where you're not where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Eskic, and us but more of their nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He is a good man, attentive, polite, hard-working. So as you can see, he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you. Clive, you have the town's thanks for helping rid us of the thralls, but we are neither of us so naive to think we have seen the end of their like. Good Philippe has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling. But I oft worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders, just as I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you shouldn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Vale's doors. You know, we don't get very much good privacy in here since we're missing this portion of the wall. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be a window, or... No, it is. That is a wall. It's just... Or if it is glass, it's supposed to be glass there. Everybody can see, quite easily in. Okay, let's check to make sure. Yeah, we don't need to go to the shells. I might go anyway. Let's check on Theodore before I call it an episode. Not Theodore.
Did you see the pair that got hauled?
Hippocampus. Hippocampus.
Seems the hideaway is lost
Is a storm coming soon?
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. What subject shall we consider today?
Honestly, I was hoping that that dragon might have popped up in here, but oh well. The crystal flower. When Drake's Tail came under attack by Madden Bahamut, the heart of the Mother Crystal responded by delving into its attackers' innermost thoughts and summoned into creation that which most plagued his torturous soul. The Wyvern Tail that responded, the trust Prince Doran's father placed in him, and his duty to the realm. Okay. So we're missing 1 there, 3 here, 4 here, 3 here, and we're almost missing this entire page. Bestiary 2 here, 1 here, 1 here. So we're missing 4 in total in the bestiary currently.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Oh, I'll call it there. And we'll continue in the main story in the next episode.